transforming to caring makes more people independent. I've got my own space, my own flat. I can do what I like, go out when I want, come back in when I want. My name's Peter. I've been in hospital for 8 years. It's 8 different hospitals. When I had a look round it first, when I first come, I had a choice of 4 flats. So I chose this one. I've been here nearly 3 years. I decorated it, the staff decorated it for me and painted it. I brought all the wallpaper stuff and paint out my own money. I have support in the morning, and I have support at 5:30 till 8 o'clock. Support in the morning at 11 o'clock till 3:30.
I'm Phill Wills, and I'm Josh's dad. He has a diagnosis of autism with a learning disability, and now that he's seeing external family members again, his brothers and sisters, his aunties, his uncles, his nan and pa, his granny, granddads, it's the family life that he's getting back. It was his right always to have. Environment is a huge aspect of what happens. It's got to be thought of really carefully and planned out well in advance, and ready to go from the day that they return home, which indeed for Josh it was. The staff support Josh in a physical way, an emotional way, a loving way. I would love to think of them as Josh's family. Empowerment to me was overall empowerment for Josh, for his voice to be heard. And looking at him now, the way that he has improved in his home environment is testament that what we did was right, and we'd do it again tomorrow.
We've lost Lucy for a total of about 13 years from one place to another. They couldn't find us anywhere appropriate for Lucy to go. With Lucy, she's learning to be independent now. She's got a little cat she's looking after for her brother, and she's wanting to go out a little bit more. It was really nice to see Lucy making her own cups of tea, doing her washing, and doing the things that everybody said she couldn't do. Housework, cooking. They just said no, she can't do it, and Lucy's proved them all wrong. Don't you?
I looked at every single house, and my mum brought me to this one, and I said, yeah, I love this house. This bungalow, it's big enough, quiet.
Lucy getting involved in picking her own staff, making sure they match for Lucy's benefit so she can go out and have fun like she should be doing at her age. It's been a long battle getting everything in place, and they go in and Lucy's treated the way she wants to be treated now.
Yeah, my name's Derek. I've spent a number of years in hospital. I live in the community with 24-hour support. This is my work placement. I like coming here to learn new skills, and it's an environment. It's a place to come where it's therapeutic. I've done a lot of different sorts of work. I've just done an NVQ2, and I'm now going to do diploma in furniture restoration. For me, it's been a long process, but in the end, I'm chuffed to have my own house, because I've never had my own house. And knowing the support I've got now, it's very important to me, and the care I'm getting is just first class. You know, I've never had it in my life. I think it's very important to get the right care. My staff help me to be independent by making sure that I get my medication right and it's ordered right. They help me with my bills, and the big thing is for me is to make sure I'm kept well and safe. I did choose my home, what sort of a place I wanted to live in, which I live in a bungalow. I chose that, and that for me is a credit, because I never had that before. But my big aim is to do John O'Groats to Land's End on the bike ride. That's one for charity. And I want to do from here to Dover and then ride over to France. So there's my main 2 big things.
Hi, I'm Jason. I was an inpatient for so many years, and now I am an independent living person living in an independent flat. In my spare time, I like to do like going out with my friends, going shopping, cooking, ironing, doing things in the house. I also go out in the bus, go out and about, and go to the disco, see my girlfriend. I'm a North East Regional Forum rep for people with learning difficulties. What I do is picking up for their rights, basically, and also get their points across. So that people have different problems, and I talk to them and ask them questions and find out what the answers are, and I bring it up to at the meetings, and I actually get their points across. Stand up for them. For people with learning difficulties is important because we talk about transforming care. We talk about different topics, and it's important for people with learning difficulties to get what they want and what the rights are, basically. And I'm proud of what I'm doing now, really proud, because now I'm in like my own flat and like learning to be moving on and doing stuff. So I'm happy, really happy.